Hey there, I am back. I'm sure the 29 of you that watch my videos have really been concerned and wondering where I've been, except most of you are my family members, so you all know what happened. I have taken a mini hiatus. Just the last 2 weeks haven't been able to post any videos because I hit a major snafu with my photos and all of the footage that I had taken from 3 different state parks. It was Indian Mountain, Panther Creek, and one other one I cannot remember the name of at the moment. But all of them were lost in this epic photo deletion situation that I think I got most of my pictures back, which is amazing. With the help of chat, I got into some really dark places in my computer, and honestly, in my emotional state, I was really frustrated. And I just I don't know, I was like, fine, I need to take a break and I'm not going to focus on this. And it's been the holidays, so I was really focused on being with my family in Helen, Georgia, which was so amazing. That was for Thanksgiving. And then I was back home for Christmas with my kids, and it was just lovely. So it's been great to just sort of like refocus. Plus it was the last week of the last couple weeks of teaching, and my school does a lot of really fun stuff that I wanted to be present for, so it was great. All in all, you know, big picture, not a big deal, but I was super frustrated. So anyway, all that to be said, that's why there was a 2-week hiatus. I thought that I would have these 3 state parks to like get me to this point, where I knew I'd have time to go visit some state parks. So I decided to turn lemon into lemonade, and we are gonna make a drink. So today my goal is to hit up 3 state parks. The kids are with their dad. My son Dylan, who's home, y'all met him last video, has a lot of plans with his buddies from high school, which I'm so grateful for those friendships for him. So since it's just me, I woke up and said, okay, then I'm gonna hit the road. So the goal today is to go to Roan Mountain State Park, then I'll go to Sycamore Shoals, and then I will head back to Panther Creek. Panther Creek, I've already done a really great hike there. It's really beautiful there. I went with my friend Lauren. That was supposed to be her debut. Unfortunately, you'll just have to meet her another time, but she's wonderful and funny, and we had a great time at Panther Creek. We also went to this restaurant beforehand. I mean, it was like a whole thing that I had for y'all. Anyway, so I'm gonna head back there to end the night. There is supposed to be a nighttime astrology thing happening, and I'm not sure if it's canceled because of the weather or they just closed it for there's aren't enough people to attend. But I sent an email just asking if it was available, and I'm really hoping that I get to do that. So stay tuned. We are on an adventure today. Today we're exploring Roan Mountain State Park, tucked into the far northeast corner of Tennessee, where cooler air drifts down from the highlands and the forest feels like it's been watching quietly for a long time. This park sits at the base of Roan Highlands, and from the moment you arrive, everything just slows down a little bit. We started at the visitor center, which is the perfect place to understand just how layered this land really is.
Long before it became a state park, this area was traveled and used by indigenous peoples moving through the Appalachian region. By the 1800s, European settlers arrived drawn by timber, farmland, and mineral resources. Logging, farming, and small-scale mining all left their mark on these valleys. In 1959, Roan Mountain officially became a Tennessee state park, helping protect the rivers, forests, and mountain ecosystems that have already given so much. From here, I stepped out onto Peg Leg Mine Trail, an easy, peaceful walk that follows along the Doe River and gently pulls you into the forest. It's the kind of trail that doesn't ask you for much except your attention.
So heading out, starting at Roan Mountain, the next park is Sycamore Shoals. I actually want to do one more trail here before I get to that one. This park is really known for these trees, which everything is so confused right now. It's way warmer than it should be. These trees, which produce really incredible flowers and bloom. This park is known for them, and you can see why, because even this one little trail is already full of so many of them. So I bet it's really beautiful to come back when it's in bloom, and we may have to do that. Cute little rock steps.
Oh, the rhododendrons. So Roan Mountain is famous for them. These massive evergreen shrubs line the trails and waterways, creating shaded tunnels and natural corridors through the forest. They help stabilize the soil, protect the riverbanks, and provide shelter for wildlife year-round. In the late spring and early summer, they bloom into soft shades of pink and white, transforming the mountains into something that feels almost unreal. Every June, the area celebrates this moment with the annual Rhododendron Festival, one of the oldest festivals in Tennessee. Even outside of bloom season, you can feel their presence. They give this place a quiet, enchanted feel. This trail gets its name from a small iron ore mine that opened here in the late 1800s. Mining these mountains was really difficult and dangerous work, and today only subtle traces remain, quiet reminders of how hard people once worked to carve out a living here. Now nature has reclaimed the spot, mosses soften the stones, water reshapes the edges, and the forest tells a different story.
On muddy days, I always like to see if we can find any little animal footprints. Usually the deer are the easy ones to spot just because they dig so deep when they run through, but I don't see any. Got a little bit of fungus buddy happening. In the visitor center, they had a pretty cool little museum about just some of the local things that you might find in this area. Things like different mushroom and fungus, animals, plants, flowers. It is unseasonably warm. I think it was 67 when I left the car. Whoa. And I think all the plants are feeling really confused about what's happening because it feels like spring. Sun is out, it's beautiful, there's been a lot of rain. And it looks like a lot of them are starting to bloom. Which feels wrong in December, but we'll see. Ooh, cool. The forest is being left to do its own work. and decomposing instead of everything being cleared out like it used to be. Now the forest can continue learning and growing in a healthy way that leaves it up to the plants that have been doing it for years and years and years, instead of the humans that only think they know what's best. So even though this trail is short, all trails did claim it to be moderate. I think there's like a 200-foot elevation gain. Nothing serious. Man, these ones are beautiful. The blues are crazy. Look at those. Oh! Look what I found. I think we're looking at a perfect little deer print. You can see the hooves. It slipped a little bit. See the hooves. Pretty cute. Did say that there are tons of deer in this area. It does back the Cherokee National Forest, which you've probably heard me say 100 times, because I am going to a lot of the state parks in the eastern region of Tennessee. This is the most eastern park. The deer were definitely running through here. It's funny to see them use a human path like that, but they clearly are. Their footprints seem to be going both ways, which is kind of cool. So this must be a familiar track for them. Kind of neat. This one maybe a little more freshly fallen. Considering it hasn't been taken out of the trail yet, but easy enough to get over. Look, peg like mine. So I'm not sure if I'm off the trail now, like the trail I'm supposed to be on, but I couldn't resist, because if there is such a thing as peg like mine and I didn't go look at it, I would be very curious for a very long time. And I'd probably have to come back. So we're gonna go check it out. I'd be shocked if I were like allowed to go in there. But you never know until you go look. And let's go look. Check. Ooh, I just got an alert from All Trails saying I'm off route, so I guess this isn't where I'm meant to be, but what? Is this? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is incredible. Wow, clearly an old mine shaft I'm getting dripped on.
Along this trail is Peg Leg Mine, an old iron ore site from the late 1800s. It's easy to miss now because it's hidden by trees and moss and down the hill. Like the mountain decided to keep that story for itself. You won't find much left, but knowing it's here makes the forest feel a little more secret, like you're walking through a place that remembers things even when we don't.
Well, this is super cool. There, it's just an old mine shaft here, but it's clearly doesn't go any further than just right there. Thought maybe there'd be a bat or two living in here, but I don't see any of them either. So this is pretty cool. Just listening to the sounds in the cave. It's like 10 degrees cooler down there. Definitely worth the detour. I love that. I just passed the sign, Rose Bay Ridge Trail, meep, to the backcountry camping by reservation only. And I'm super curious to know how far that backcountry campsite is, because I'm always curious to see what they're like, because they could be fun to stay at once the weather is like this again. This would have been great camping weather. So I'm going to check the map and see if it's not too far. Maybe we do a little detour. All right, we're going to not, which is very unlike me. But there's a lot I want to do today, so we better not. I'm going to be a good girl. I'd be good. Okay. Scratch that. We're not doing it, but I will look into it when I get back on the trail. And back into service, because it's something I could check out next time when I come to look at the flowers. So, ooh, mushrooms. That's what I love. Like, essentially, these guys look the same as these guys, but their colors are, the variation is spectacular. I've seen some, ooh, look at these puffy buddies. You kind of just want to like, doop, doop, doop. Oh, could you imagine these in bloom? I can. I bet it's so spectacular. The sticker that I bought makes a lot more sense now, considering it had the flowers all over it. I mean, are they azaleas? You can see I've been like soft-stepping around it. I don't know what they are, and I don't want to tell you guys something wrong. But I really think they're azaleas, and I can only imagine what this looks like in bloom. I really do think each park has such a distinct flavor, if you will. I mean, I'm left with a different impression on every one. Always so good. But this is my happy place, so that would track. But even still, I think somebody who didn't enjoy this as much as I do, wanting to see every single one and finding out the history and details about all of them, even if you weren't that person, just being out here, taking a mile-long hike, getting back in touch with nature and breathing the clean air, seeing all of the things in just real natural form is very therapeutic while I'm out here. I have to constantly remind myself to be looking around. I have a bad habit of just always searching for mushrooms, so I'm constantly looking at the ground, in the leaves, and I sometimes get so wrapped up in the details, the minute little things that I find, that I forget to look around and take in the big picture, which is why I really enjoy watching these videos back, because I get to see it from, even though it's my perspective, it's not really. I'm focused on things the whole time. So looking back at them, I get to see what else was around me. Ooh, just saw a couple birds fly by me. And kind of look up, out, around. It helps, because I'm always going to be looking for the mushrooms. I just love finding them. It's like a little treasure hunt every time. So these logs covered in moss. There are tons of them here. And then look at this big one. So cool. I definitely feel rewarded every time I go on a hike by the beauty I've seen. It gives me so much more than I could ever give back to the forest, but it's important to try. So I'm almost at the end of the trail. You can see, well, there's a ranger's house, but this is the entrance to this side of the park. And right here is the welcome center. And the headquarters is further into the park. So we're gonna get back in the car and drive to go check out what the rest of the park looks like. I know some of their campgrounds, I think, are closed right now, but we'll go check out what we can and hit up one more hike before we go on to the Shoals, whatever the next one. So I just got back in the car after doing Peg Leg Mine Trail. The second one that I want to do here is called Raven Rock. And, oh, I see. Okay. It looks like it's on really the complete other side of the park, which is great. We'll get to go all the way through it. So this guy here is what I just did, and this one here is where we want to go. Let's see. Raven Rock. It's about 2 miles. It's near the campground check-in station, and we'll drive by park headquarters. There's also a recreation area, and let's see, it looks like those backcountry campsites were about half a mile off the trail. There are 3 of them. They look really cool. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere back here. This is the pink ones. So that would have been neat to do. There are a lot of great trails here though. And it was kind of hard to pick the ones I wanted to do, but I knew I couldn't do anything too crazy just because I'm trying to go to 3 parks. So let's get to it. We'll go to Raven Rock Trail, and I will have this filming as I drive so y'all can see what it looks like as we go. Okay, what's funny here is people are decked out in like winter coats, hats, blankets, snow boots, and I'm in a t-shirt. I'm so hot. So perspective. I feel like a lunatic, truly, since I am definitely the only one. That was cute. I'm glad to see that, because sometimes the trails are just or the cabins are just so on top of each other that it doesn't even feel like you're in nature. But those were really nice. There's an amphitheater back there and campground. That looks like a ranger's house. I think I did read that the campgrounds were under construction right now. But there's a great picnic shelter, a fun little playground, some windows are back, bathrooms, and this whole rec area, camp store. Once it's back up and running, I think it'll be really nice. Tents. Oh, back here is tent only. All right, let's check this out. This is great. They've got privies close by. And fire pits. This is really cute. Oh, that's what I want right there. That cute little teardrop. Ooh, I love that. That could be me. These ones right on the water here are so nice.
Thanks for joining me out here for this gentle introduction to Roan Mountain, its history, its forest, and the calm beauty along the river. In part 2, we'll head higher into the mountains to explore what makes this place truly unforgettable. Until then, wander gently, tread lightly, and I'll see you next time.